Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to the 23-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 20 carries, 82 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak, and that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Pulled in at the 24. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And he's been, in my mind, the best player in the NFL at this point of the season. And I think if you poll folks with a ballot, and I certainly have one, I think they'd say he's the front runner for MVP. So now it comes down to finishing out the season strong, and a good game here would certainly strengthen his case.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles, and there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Back to throw again. Rolling to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
This defense for the Bears, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Cam Akers. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Aiden Hutchinson.
What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's taken to the 26. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
They'll find the tight end Sullivan complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Open man is Osborne. He's got him.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll run on first down with Akers. Gets around him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Going right back to Akers.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Akers.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And that gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defense.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
DeAndre Swift,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0.
Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Off play action, Fields.
And the ball is knocked out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So a second NFL interception for him, and he is looking the part here in year 1.
And normally, partner, you talk about cornerbacks and safeties being the ball hawk type of guys, and they always will be because they'll get more opportunities. But this young man has potential to be a ball hawk from the linebacker position. I think that's why he was drafted as high as he was, and he'll stay on the field on most downs.
Second and 4.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And he is going to slide to a halt inside the 5-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now back to throw. Rolling to his right. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Fields now to throw. Out quickly to Judy.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Steps away. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And now it's 2nd down.
Throwing again is Fields.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Fields.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Sullivan.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And in for the Lions touchdown.
K.J. Osborne.
38 yards.
And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Caught by Montgomery. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. To throw is Fields. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And some space here. The 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Montgomery will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here are the Lions to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right.
That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense...
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
On first down, it's Fields.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Open man right side is St. Brown. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll get this off to Swift.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on first down. Spence.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
That's complete to Mooney.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake. Spence. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the are going to take possession of the football.
So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about two-thirds complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll start up in the Twin Cities. Minnesota playing host to NFC North rival Green Bay. And they're drawing close to halftime with the Vikings out on top. The Vikes trying to finish that one off and claim victory. From there, we'll head to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Nick Chubb with 2 touchdowns thus far. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Juju Smith-Schuster, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now it's Fields. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and they will remain well behind.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken a 6-touchdown lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. They'll drop to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. With the ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. A high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. They'll run for it with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Back to throw here. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery, and he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And Detroit getting set to go now.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sullivan.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And I think the ball's out.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. On the counter, this is Akers.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Lions extend their lead yet again. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Fields. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 10. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Flushed out right. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Fields now to throw. And this one complete to Reed. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Fields into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. The 40. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown. K.J. Osborne from 21 yards away. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 29,
Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performance.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit.
Colby Parkinson.
72 yards.
And the Lions have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. And that falls to the ground incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is taken at about the 14. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Herbert on 1st down now. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They'll look to run with Akers. And he had a quick little spin. And now the red flag out on the field. So the challenge there not successful, and now they'll be left with only one timeout. That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he's going to take it in for a Lion. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Lions extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. The Lions offense set to take over. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but
They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Akers. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And this is caught by Williams. Shifts by him. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Detroit. And even 60 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. Now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Detroit, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year, and they'll head back home next week.
today. From Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special Thanksgiving Day presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Buffalo Bills.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's out right at the 25. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now back to throw.
That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Second and 3.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Colby Parkinson,
His 6th touchdown of the season.
and the Lions.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps?
He's got a man, complete. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty. but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And 22 more yards there and another first down. A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions have regained the lead. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards. They're going to look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on and that's going to get called every time.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. That's caught at the 3. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Akers. They try and run.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. He's got a man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Open man is Osborne. He's got him.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Osborne.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
They'll find the tight end, Sullivan, complete.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. Owens offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Swift. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll set up to throw. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Akers is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. So another rushing touchdown for him this year.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds. Says the line.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to... So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass.
On play action, they'll throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down. And now Sean McDermott going to throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
They're going to try and throw.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the...
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Now it's the backup Herbert, flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. On the handoff, it's Akers.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Play action. It's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Amon Ross.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
That is caught. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone, sliding out of the pocket. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Kobe Parkinson.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
On 1st down, it's Herbert.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's Herbert. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame. His nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's got it reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Herbert off of play action.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
Touchdown!
Jamison Williams,
49 yards.
And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So
the Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he's got this down to the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Throw left side complete. That's Sullivan. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
2nd down and goal. Herbert. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll be driven back here. Losing yardage to the 9. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the 50, here's Herbert, buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Lions, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Buffalo,